Notice that in this example, we don't have x by itself inside the inequality. We have x plus 5 in the inequality. So it's going to be slightly different. But here's a method I'm going to show you that we can use. So let's just ignore that plus 5 for a second there. If I were to graph this situation, this is saying distances less than 7. So again, it's with respect to 0. So if I'm looking at 0 on a number line, spaces or numbers whose distance is less than 7 spaces away would be, the maximum would be 7 and -7. If I go to the left 7 spaces, I end up at -7. If I go to the right 7 spaces, I end up at +7. And then distances less than that would be within that range, not outside, because if I go to 8, you're already 8 spaces away from 0, that's too much. If I go to -8, that's 8 spaces away from 0, which is too much also. We want all distances less than 7 spaces away. So that means that my solution set would be contained between these two, but not including those endpoints. So these are all my solutions for this inequality. Now notice that the center, this is with respect to x being 0, or the center being 0, right? These are both 7 spaces away with respect to 0. Now this one, you can actually use this setup and this idea to graph this without having to solve anything. So let me show you. So now, here's what you got to do. You're going to take this inside here, the x plus 5, and we're going to figure out what would make this in there. What's going to make that equal 0? If I were to solve this, I would get x is equal to -5. So this number here is going to be my new center. So x is -5. So let me actually draw that now. So here's my number line. My center is -5. And now I ask myself, okay, I want distances less than 7 spaces away from this number. So now if I were to go 7 spaces to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you could see that I would actually end up at the value +2. And then if I were to go 7 spaces to the left from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I would end up at the value -12. And now the solution set for this one is going to be similar. So we want distances that are less than 7 spaces away from here, which would be all the way up to those two numbers and in between. So all these numbers in between those two, but not including the endpoints, are distances that are less than 7 spaces away from the value -5. And that would be my solution set for this inequality.